The enigma of reincarnation in modern inquiry. Reincarnation, the belief that a soul or consciousness can transition from one body to another after death, has fascinated humanity for centuries. Rooted in ancient traditions like Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and various indigenous philosophies, it portrays life as a cyclical journey of growth, karma, and spiritual evolution. In contrast, Western materialist science often views consciousness as a product of the brain, ceasing at death, relegating reincarnation to mysticism or pseudoscience. Yet, a small but dedicated field of study, known as reincarnation research or cases of the reincarnation type, CORT, seeks to investigate this phenomenon empirically, focusing on spontaneous past life memories, particularly from young children. These accounts often include verifiable details about deceased individuals, challenging conventional views of life and death. Since the 1960s, researchers at the University of Virginia's Division of Perceptual Studies, DOPs, have led this effort, documenting thousands of cases worldwide. Recent developments in 2024 to 2025, including new surveys, pilot studies, and increased media attention, have revitalized interest in the field. This essay provides an extensive exploration of these advancements, enriched with historical examples, cultural contexts, skeptical perspectives, and philosophical implications. While not endorsing or debunking reincarnation, it aims to present a balanced, comprehensive overview of a subject that probes the boundaries of human consciousness. Historical foundations and methodological evolution. Reincarnation research gained academic traction through the work of psychiatrist Ian Stevenson, who founded DOPs in 1967. His approach involved meticulously documenting cases where children, typically aged 2, 6, recalled specific details about past lives, names, locations, family members, or causes of death that matched records of deceased individuals. Stevenson's books, such as 20 Cases Suggestive of Reincarnation and Where Reincarnation and Biology Intersect, emphasized patterns like birthmarks corresponding to fatal injuries from the alleged past life or behaviors mirroring the deceased's habits. His methods included interviews, cross-verification with historical records, and efforts to rule out fraud or unconscious recall of forgotten information. Today, under Dr. Jim Tucker's leadership, DOPs has expanded to include more Western cases, reducing reliance on cultures where reincarnation is widely accepted, like India or the Druze community in Lebanon. Modern methodologies incorporate psychological assessments, longitudinal follow-ups, and interdisciplinary connections to fields like neuroscience and quantum physics. For example, some researchers explore whether consciousness could arise from quantum processes in the brain, potentially allowing information to persist beyond death. While still controversial, these advancements reflect a push towards scientific rigor in a field often dismissed as untestable. The field has evolved from simple case documentation to sophisticated interdisciplinary research, incorporating advances in psychology, neuroscience, and consciousness studies while maintaining rigorous empirical standards. Recent discoveries, surveys, studies, and media spotlights, 2024 to 2025. The past 2 years have brought incremental but significant progress in reincarnation research. DOPs launched a survey in the United States to estimate how common past life memory reports are among children, focusing on a culture less predisposed to reincarnation beliefs. This effort builds on observations that such memories typically emerge in early childhood and fade by age 7, 8, aiming to quantify prevalence and reduce cultural bias in global data. In early 2025, a DOPS researcher discussed decades of findings in a podcast, highlighting cases where children described past life injuries that matched unusual birthmarks or birth defects. This presentation suggested that consciousness might extend beyond the physical body, though it emphasized the need for rigorous evidence over definitive claims. A related study, published in late 2024, followed adults in Asia who had reported past life memories as children. It found these individuals led normal, productive lives, often with above-average education and no increased mental health issues, challenging assumptions that such memories indicate delusion or trauma. At a 2025 consciousness conference in Barcelona, a Canadian researcher presented a pilot study exploring whether reincarnation could explain innate talents, such as those of child prodigies in music or mathematics. This work suggests that exceptional abilities might carry over from past lives, complementing genetic and environmental factors. Though preliminary, it bridges parapsychology with mainstream psychology, sparking debate about talent origins. Media coverage has amplified these efforts. A 2025 report on Syria's Druze community documented adults recalling past lives, including unlearned skills like literacy, offering a cultural lens on the phenomenon. Similarly, a 2024 article explored children with memories not their own, featuring Dopes cases, while documentaries and talks have brought the topic to broader audiences. Social media discussions in 2025 have shared stories of historical cases and researchers' findings, fueling public curiosity. A 2024 case study detailed a child who recalled being a deceased granduncle, describing verifiable details and exhibiting birthmarks matching the relative's injuries. Another recent case from Japan involved pre-verified records, strengthening claims by documenting memories before external confirmation. These developments underscore ongoing efforts to collect robust data, even as the field grapples with skepticism. Iconic cases, empirical anchors for the phenomenon. Reincarnation research draws strength from well-documented cases that defy easy explanation. Here are several notable examples, illustrating recurring patterns and investigative challenges. Shanti Devi, 1926 to 1987, India. At age 4, Shanti from Delhi claimed to be Lugdi Devi, a woman from Mathura who died in childbirth. She described her former husband's name, home layout, and hidden money. A committee, including prominent figures, verified her claims when she recognized her past life family in Mathura. This case remains compelling for its thorough investigation, but is critiqued for occurring in a reincarnation-friendly culture. James Leininger, born 1998, USA. A boy from Louisiana recalled being a Wutu pilot shot down over the Pacific. He named specific ships, fellow pilots, and plane details, later verified through historical records. His skeptical parents documented the case in a book, making it notable for occurring in a Western, non-believing family. The Pollock twins, born 1958, England. After two sisters died in a car accident, their twin siblings, born soon after, exhibited birthmarks matching the deceased girl's injuries and recognized their toys. They also described details of the crash, investigated as a potential case of familial reincarnation. Ryan Hammonds, born 2004, USA. Ryan claimed to be a Hollywood agent from decades prior, providing dozens of verified details, including correcting inaccuracies in the man's death certificate. His case stands out for its volume of specific, confirmed information. Dorothy Adey, 1904 to 1981, Egypt, UK, known as Sadie. She claimed to be a reincarnated ancient Egyptian priestess. Her detailed knowledge of archaeological sites aided discoveries, blending historical accuracy with spiritual claims. These cases often involve violent deaths in the past life, phobias related to those deaths, or rare instances of xenoglossy, speaking languages not learned in the current life. They provide the field's empirical backbone, though each faces scrutiny for possible alternative explanations. These landmark cases, spanning different cultures, time periods, and circumstances, form the cornerstone of reincarnation research, each contributing unique elements to our understanding while raising profound questions about consciousness and identity. Skeptical perspectives and alternative explanations. Skeptics argue that past life memories arise from psychological or social factors, not reincarnation. Cryptomnesia, where forgotten information resurfaces as memory, is a common explanation, as is suggestion from parents or cultural narratives. Hypnotic regression, used in some therapies to uncover past lives, is widely discredited due to its tendency to produce false memories. Critics note that cases are more prevalent in societies that believe in reincarnation, suggesting cultural reinforcement shapes these experiences. Alternative theories include quantum or simulation-based models of consciousness, which speculate that information could persist in non-physical forms, but these remain unproven. Researchers in the field acknowledge that while evidence is suggestive, it falls short of scientific proof, emphasizing the need for further study. The tension between compelling cases and alternative explanations drives continued research, with both believers and skeptics contributing to a more nuanced understanding of these phenomena. This skeptical framework ensures that reincarnation research maintains scientific standards while remaining open to extraordinary possibilities that challenge conventional understanding. Cultural and global dimensions. Belief in reincarnation varies widely. In some Asian and indigenous cultures, it is a cornerstone of spiritual life, influencing everything from family dynamics to ethical behavior. In the West, Growing openness to afterlife concepts has increased public interest, with surveys indicating significant belief even among younger generations. The Druze community, where past life memories are openly discussed, serves as a unique case study, offering researchers a wealth of reports. In Tibet, the selection of reincarnated lamas like the Dalai Lama carries political weight, highlighting reincarnation's real-world impact. Rare cases suggesting human-animal reincarnation cycles add further complexity, though they are less documented. These cultural lenses shape how memories are reported and interpreted, complicating global comparisons. Indigenous traditions often incorporate reincarnation concepts that predate organized religions, offering unique perspectives on consciousness continuity. Modern research increasingly recognizes the need to understand these cultural contexts while maintaining scientific objectivity. The global nature of reincarnation reports suggests either a universal human experience or the power of cultural transmission, both worthy of serious scientific investigation. Broader implications: consciousness, ethics, and the human condition. If reincarnation were validated, it would revolutionize our understanding of consciousness, identity, and mortality. It raises ethical questions about karma, why some seem to inherit suffering, or how past actions influence present lives. The overlap with near-death experiences, where individuals report out-of-body awareness, suggests possible connections to a non-physical consciousness. Philosophically, reincarnation aligns with ideas like eternal recurrence, encouraging personal growth and responsibility across lifetimes. Practically, the research challenges materialist science, urging exploration of consciousness beyond the brain. It also prompts reflection on how we treat memory, trauma, and identity, especially in children reporting distressing past life experiences. These implications touch the core of human existence, challenging us to reconsider fundamental assumptions about life, death, and consciousness. The research also opens possibilities for new therapeutic approaches to trauma, phobias, and identity disorders. If consciousness persists beyond death, it fundamentally alters our understanding of moral responsibility and the consequences of our actions. These philosophical implications invite us to embrace both scientific rigor and existential wonder, recognizing that the deepest questions about consciousness may require new frameworks that transcend traditional boundaries between science and spirituality. Conclusion: toward an open inquiry. Reincarnation research, bolstered by 2024 to 2025 developments, offers a window into one of humanity's enduring mysteries. Cases like Shanti Devi and James Leininger, combined with new surveys and studies, invite serious consideration, even if definitive proof remains elusive. As researchers continue to refine methods and collect data, the field may either reshape scientific paradigms or reinforce skeptical views. Regardless, it compels us to ask profound questions. What if death is not an end but a transition? By exploring these possibilities, we deepen our understanding of existence, consciousness, and the human journey. The field exemplifies science at its best: rigorous, open-minded, and willing to investigate phenomena that challenge our assumptions. Whether reincarnation proves real or illusory, the research illuminates the profound mystery of consciousness itself. In our quest to understand these extraordinary claims, we honor both scientific skepticism and human wonder, recognizing that the greatest mysteries may require us to expand our conception of what it means to be conscious, to exist, and to continue beyond the boundaries of a single lifetime.